Greetings and the best of salutations. That would be what we have come to learn to know to be prayer, power, peace, patience, and prosperity under this particular language. A new heaven, a new earth, elevated thinking, thoughts, something that is elevated heaven. The sky is our potential, and it must be cultivated. Science, science is, for me, is nothing is created of itself nor for itself. There's science. I'm coming to realize that I am just a science project. Science project. There is something called the magma ocean that releases gases such as nitrogen, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, creating a new atmosphere. Old things have passed away. Something new way of thinking. A new heaven, a new earth. Science. How I am living and trying to interpret this reality, anthropology or anthropocentric, and how I'm possibly being guided. And I would like to think that it is my conscience that is doing so. It is my living experience here. Civilized society. Being civil. You must first overcome first savagery and barbarism. Yes. As I have said that, excuse me, in the book that I put together, you can make a difference. When in doubt of your market value as it pertains to intellectual property. No, that's not what I want. Theory. Theorists. When in doubt, we need an examinable strategy so that we may learn from our spiritual experiences. Yes. Anything that remains in its, for me, in its natural form and natural state is spiritual. That makes sense to me. That which we hold in common when it comes to our humanity. It says that the human body itself, says ashes to ashes, dust to dust, is made up of probably 97 or 98% of stardust. Yes, so as Sly said it in the Family Stone, everybody is a star. Why should one be more celebrated than others? I often make my case that we suffer from SDLDA, social disorder, learning disability. I had traced it back to associated with aesthetics, things that are outside of us we give it greater value. Yes. And but it is if you look at this creation, we see that it is the best body of knowledge, because humans could be pattern, and some would agree a pattern of or a carbon, if I may use it, of this universe. Yes, carbon copies of the universe. Yes. So before we become the universe is a university. So we may be a university within a university, or a universe within a universe. Yes. And in order for it to be inhabitable, to have nitrogen, carbon, and other, I can't recall other elements that is needed for this earth to be inhabitable. The atmosphere, it just was shared, earlier. So I'm trying to get things together best way I can as it pertains to this being a science project. I'm personally, as a human, considered to be a human being a science project. This plane of existence in the pattern after the original creation of this universe. And that which is eternal is consciousness. And and nature can be very violent. Nature can be very violent, or could be called it violent based upon something that is catastrophic could have happened in the environment, such as an eruption of a volcano, or a tornado, or a hurricane, or what have you. And other catastrophic events that occur, if I may use that word, events. Yes, this magma ocean, a new heaven and a new earth, science that releases gas such as nitrogen, which makes something, carbon and oxygen, creating a new atmosphere, something that is inhabitable. And remember, we want to deal with how we interpret this reality, and from an anthropocentric or anthropology, I don't know what word you want to use. After the original pattern, this creation, this universe, and trying to cultivate one's human potential. That's the sky. His or her, or our capacity to learn, to grow, to develop, and evolve. Yes, and we possibly may have not yet reached our full potential if we have not yet learned to coexist with one another and live in harmony, like it would appear to be the sun, the moon, and the stars. Everything has its place, or in this society we would call it your role. And it has something to do as humans. and the relevancy of it is character. Your character. I've come to learn to know that the character is the material that has been given to us to build on our humanity, and that was shared by Imam Wardin Muhammad. But for me, the issue is character resolve. Character resolve. Yes. It's amazing how I'm transitioning, in my thinking now. How the body is made up of not only stardust, but inside this body, of course, is water, but it's like a chemical. And to compound a situation, when one takes outside chemicals inside the chemical, then people become addicted to it. So remember I said I make my case that we're dealing with society suffer from SDLD, a social disorder, learning disability. Out of order. There's a term called SUD. It's called a substance disorder. A substance use disorder. And it's making the connection, you have a civilized society, as John Jackson wrote in his book, Man, God, Civilization, is you need scholars and scientists. Scientists help substantiate what the scholars come up with. But when you look at the word substance, you look at the word itself. I've learned again that we live in a world oppressive environment. People are dealing with substance use and substance abuse. Remember I said we find value in something outside of ourselves. And you look at a diamond, and the manner way in which the diamond is cut determine the reflection of the light that comes from the diamond. And the value that people put on the diamond is the value that people put on money. And how it is being used and misused as a substance use disorder. But the word substance, because I've said that all I'm trying to do is come back to my original essence, if I may use the word original, even though I said that we like carbon copies of this the pattern after this creation, is my intrinsic nature. It's a cultivating system that I'm talking about. Intrinsic nature. All that which is indispensable is the quality of life. And I often say that I promote the value of self-worth. Worth is in degree, the value is unlimited. The quality of life, human existence, pattern. Humans are patterned after this creation. It is very intrinsic in its nature. Remember I said earlier, that which is eternal is a consciousness. Eternal life of one's conscious, indispensable nature, the intrinsic nature of one's indispensable quality, why he or she have his time on this plane of existence, physical plane of existence. It's the quality of something, that which we place value on and give value to. And we extract from it, but that which we humans like to give value to something that is concrete. So we try to identify and relate to this reality. So we come up with, ideas or terms or concepts and ideas. And that really is not factual. But they say it's actual but not factual. Is something that is abstract. It's just abstract, and that which is abstract determines is one's character, and that's what we are must evolve to understand, because it's more to this. And humans are in an exploration, in their exploring, and we know that we have an exploration. They're trying to find, to evolve and find new things as they explore on this plane of existence. And once we think we have it, we really don't have it, and we realize there's more to be learned. Yes. So that which the substance use disorder and the abuse of it is not coming to understand our human essence, or that which we are patterning after. Don't think that you are, original. We are patterning after something before us, which has been here and evolved before us, and that is this creation. Yes. And but the intrinsic, if we take advantage of this, of our own intrinsic nature, and when someone has been deprived of a quality life, and turn to take in other substances that compounds and further add and demean, degrade, and demise and devalue the intrinsic nature of his or her quality life, that's out of order. And it's for someone to exploit a human in that manner, in that way, he or she is out of order. And that's forgiveness, man. That's forgiveness. Yes. So we like to think in concrete terms, but it's abstract, man. Abstract. Yeah. And then you deal with the ab, the AB. The ab could be the heart of the matter. If you look at it in another language, giving it, and you got your abs to strengthen, and then you subtract, or you could be extracting or taking from something, and that brings forth a sense of determination. Yes. And then you get into characterization, a role that is being played. And you have in certain entertainment settings, you have a leading role and you have a supporting cast. Cast your net out there in support of character rather than reputation. In doing so, we will not be misled of finding heroes and sheroes. They're not people of character. Until next time, talk to you.